Hello and welcome to the channel Susan's Sweet Life. My name is Susan, 58, size 22, 24 and 5'4" tall. And today's haul is all about different coats and outerwear from George at Asda. Oh, the irony. It is a glorious autumnal day with the sun shining and I am showing you winter warm jackets and coats, all things outerwear. I've got 4 totally different options here for you and I can't wait to try them on. A lightweight padded coat, no hood, and it's got a contrast tartan cuff. The lining is also the same tartan. Some nice poppers and that relief placket there is also in the tartan. So I like a coat with a placket because if it's raining, the water can't seep through the zip. It's getting caught in the placket a little bit, but it's a good zip nonetheless. And there you can see it's not completely lined in that tartan, just the collar and bits that you're probably going to see. The rest is a nylon-y type of lining. Diamond quilting with some big pockets on the front. It's very sort of barbarish, I would suppose, and that was a trend when I did my come shop with me in Georgia Asda. I bought this in a 2XL and it was £32. Like I said, there's no warmth to this. It's quite a sort of lightweight padded coat, probably perfect for a day like today, because although I say it is bright and autumnal out there, no doubt it's a chill in the air. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be so oversized, but it certainly is on me. More and more I'm finding that Georgia Asda clothes are just too generous in their sizing. I should have remembered that and maybe sized down, but as a size 22, 24, I really don't equate myself to being like an XL. I'm so used to having to pick up the bigger sizes, but I think you can see it's just too big for me. It feels lovely on, I must say. The collar sort of flaps back to show that contrast there. It'll be perfect if you've got some of these on-trend browns on. I like the pockets. And you just get a flash, just a little flash of that lining if you have it undone. Let's do it up and see what the length is like. The length is good. It cuts across my belly line. If I was wearing something tight, then you would see it. So maybe just a little bit longer would have been nice. What it has got is some toggles here. The sort of ones that you push in and pull the toggle along. So bear with me because this is quite fiddly. So I've tightened up one side and that has definitely brought in that excess fabric, but I still feel it's just too big up over the shoulders. But it does sort of quite transform that sort of square jacket into sort of a more bomber style. Like it, but it's too big for me. But what I will do is I'll put a jumper on, because it's not a fair test, is it, to just try it on over the top of a lightweight t-shirt and see what it's like with a hoodie underneath. Okay, I've got my hoodie on from Mod Lily, which is in a recent haul. I love it. I'm wearing it lots and lots because it's just so basic, neutral, warm and comfortable. And yes, I suspected as much. Doesn't feel quite so big with a hoodie underneath, and that's the trade-off, isn't it? You want a coat, I'm just releasing these a bit because it's a bit elasticated up. You want a coat that you can wear a thick jumper underneath, sort of layering as the winter progresses and you get colder, but at the offset of the autumn just feels a little bit big. No doubt by the end of the winter, when I've got my jumper, my scarf and everything on, it would be a better size. So, and who can remember that anorak from the 70s? Yeah, it's got that scratchy anorak sound about it. No, sorry, not for me. I would call it a duster coat, maybe a coat-a-gun sort of style in a very, very pale grey. What was it? I bought it in a 2XL and it was £28. Nice turn back collar, 2 button fastening at the front and some side pockets here with a nice little detail. If you watched my new look haul, you know I had a camel coat. At the time I was quite chuffed putting it on, but I didn't have all my mirrors and everything because I was away when I did the filming. And when I looked at the footage I thought, oh no, that looks blimmin' awful. And you totally agreed with me in the comments. You don't have to tell me, it's blimmin' awful. The fit is absolutely awful. The armhole is down here. It's nowhere near my underarm. It is too big here. I don't know what's going on with this seam. It's totally in the wrong place for me. Again, buying a 2XL has let me down. Now, believe me, I haven't got that complex about, oh, I think I'm bigger than I am. You know, I've got a very realistic idea of how big I am and the sizes that I generally am. Like I said, I'm usually a 22, 24. Georgia Asda have got incredibly generous.
This is future editing Susan just cutting in here to say that I messed up. Georgia Asda 2XL is equal to a 24-26. Nonetheless, I still feel that they are very generous in their sizing. So I hope you do continue to enjoy watching this video. Just ignore all of my protestations that the sizing is too big. Just appreciate the items for what they are.
With their sizing. So I must remember that if I do any more George hauls. Because I could turn this this coat into a double-breasted coat without any issues at all, but you get a little bit more feeling of my shape. Oh, what is going on with these shoulders? I mean, I get it. I would have to have like Arnold Schwarzenegger shoulders to fill this out, and no amount of shoulder pads are going to sort that out. They have got the sizing totally wrong on this. Lovely fabric, lovely colour. No, I'm sorry, I can't buy this at all. I haven't got high hopes because I've picked this up in a 2XL as well, and it was £28. Padded puffer coat, long line style. I like how the lines here at the waist get smaller to sort of do some sort of illusion that your waist is smaller there, and it's even got some nice toggles on a cord to bring it in. Toggles on the neckline too, nice high zip. We'll have to test how oversized that hood is because often I find they're just too big. Elastication on the cuffs there. I bought it in this khaki green. It's coming over a bit darker. That's better in that bright sunshine. You can see that plume of light there. And those lines do extend round. Is there any pockets? Yes. Oh, that's nice. A concealed zip with that pocket there. I'm liking this coat. I'm liking this coat a lot. Although I will say that zip is quite hard to undo. That's big. It's big. Gosh, big pockets. Is there one on each side? Yes, there is. I love secure pockets on a coat because invariably if I'm just doing the school run, I haven't got my handbag with me, I want to know that my car keys are safe. Inside is just plain khaki lining too. Feels nice and substantial. I mean, the way they finished it off so nicely, it's like they could have almost done a contrast lining and had it reversible. Nice weight about this. I think this would keep you warm. That is a much better fit in this 2XL. So, you know, it all depends, doesn't it? The item to item. And this is why I have to order so much. It annoys me. 2 zips. So, if you're driving, you can undo it from the bottom so that it's not restrictive whilst you're driving. What a brilliant feature for £28. I think that is really good. I like it. I don't feel it's too oversized for me. Oh, look at those shoulders. That's hitting on a nice point there. I can already feel that this is a keeper, you know. And, well, my very next video, I'm going to be videoing a Temu fashion haul. And there's a coat in there, which I thought I was going to keep, and I'm doubting myself now. That does up really nicely to the neckline, so there's nothing going to get down there. Yes. Hoods are always too big on me. I don't know. So I can't believe many people would say that I haven't got a small head, but obviously I have. Trying to tighten up these. I can just about see you. I'm not sure about that. It's getting caught in my glasses now. No, I'm not sure about that at all. To have that hood up, I would have to be looking at the ground and not trying to keep track of where my grandsons are as we're all sort of diving back to the car to get out of that shower of rain, because haven't we had a lot of rain this year already? It's really quite depressing, and one of the reasons I'm so desperate to get a coat with a hood. But let's see where those pockets are. It's hard to find them because they're so concealed. They are so deep, honestly. They are really good substantial pockets. Tightening up the waist now. Let's see if that does anything for my shape. Although in a coat, when I'm doing these sort of practical runs, I don't really fuss too much about having a shape. I just want to know I'm dry and protected. That's certainly drawn me in at the waist and given me some shape. This is what I mean. You see, this zip hasn't got that placket over the top. That's why they skimped on this. There are 2 sort of hems that sort of meet. Would that stay dry if it was driving rain though? It's very long. Let me show you the length. That is certainly a really good length though, because there's nothing worse than the rain sort of repelling and running down and then dripping onto your thighs, is there? It will still drip down onto my shin, but hopefully it's going to keep me dry. Let's test this zip from the bottom. Though I am considering maybe it is oversized and I need to size down, because I don't feel I would be constrictive to be driving in this. But the idea is that you undo it here so that you've got free access with your legs to get in and out of the car and to also drive it. Right, the test is to put this on with a jumper to see if I still feel it's just a little bit oversized. I'm so glad I thought about putting on a jumper. The sleeves here aren't quite as elasticated as I would have wanted, but I haven't really gone into the length of them. They're okay. They are fine. I'd like it undone with this ruched up, because it just keeps the coat together. I could undo it just a little bit. Keeps the coat cinched in at the waist and just gives that flattering look if you don't really want it done up. But with a jumper on, oh, I don't know. I was about to say that I think it's a good fit, but I still feel I've got lots and lots of room across the shoulders. I have to go back to well, today or tomorrow, to take back the ones that I definitely am not keeping. Thought the bottom of the zip came out then, but it didn't. And I think if they've got this in store, I might just try it on the smaller size and see, because I definitely feel, I mean, you want the movement, don't you? But this is a bulky jumper underneath, and I just feel, I don't know, that I'm relying on this just a little bit too much. And as you can see, especially around that hem, I've got oodles and oodles of fabric. This is the best potential so far. But like I said, I've got a black Temu coat to try on later. Maybe that will surpass this one. But at the moment, I think this could be a keeper. I just want to try it in a smaller size to make sure that this is the right size for me. This is the last jacket. If you've watched my Come Shop With Me to Georgia Asda, you know that I fell in love with this coat in the shop. Oh, please forgive me. One of the comments said that they had also seen it and fallen in love, and then their daughter had put them off by saying it was hideous. What's everybody's opinion? Is it a hit or is it a miss? Oh, I hope this 2XL isn't swamping me. £35. I just thought it's the shape that is just so on trend at the moment. I could imagine Claudia Winkleman wearing this up on the Traitors series. And it is incredibly thick. You've got this outer layer of like felt, and then if you open up these buttons, it's trimmed with brown cord around the collar and down the front. You can see it's got this really soft sort of tealy green. It's a really pale, almost grey colour. The buttons, quite hard to undo. They are in just a neutral tortoise shell plastic buttons, big buttons, but they are tight, very, very tight to undo. I don't want to break, I broke a nail. I don't want to break any more. Right, last one. Oh, that was a chore. I liked it because I thought if only they hadn't put this big label here. It's so nicely finished inside. You could wear this reversible. If I'm to keep it, I don't know. I might even see if I could take that label off, because to all intents and purposes, it is a reversible coat. I mean, you haven't even got any sort of seams inside. They've really missed a trick with this coat. It is so super soft, so thick and chunky, but it's just a jacket. Big oversized sort of armholes there though. I'm a bit worried they're going to be too long. I'm going to take this jumper off because I'm warm and because I don't think I'm going to need a jumper underneath this coat. Let's try this on, because like I said, I fell in love with this coat in the shop, and I'm, oh gosh. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe I'm just very silly, because it quite plainly says there 2XL 24 26. Has Asda resized all their items? Because I'm obviously not a 2XL. Positives. I really like that these seams match up. I like the idea of it. Again, another one I'm going to have to try on in a smaller size in store, because the armholes aren't hitting me in the right place there, and these just a little bit too big. I would have to fold them back, but because it's so nicely finished inside in that sort of contrast, sort of tealy grey colour that matches in with this, I don't think that looks too bad. Wow, I can feel the warmth of this already. Feeling quite warm. Like I said, it's a sunny day and it's beaming through the patio door here. On a chilly day, you're going to appreciate this. It goes up like shirt style, up and then down like shirt tails. You can see how big it is. It should be oversized, but not that big. What I need to know is, do I look like that picnic blanket, or do I look hip and stylish in this? Could imagine this. Well, it looks lovely with jeans, doesn't it? And in the shop, I'm sure they teamed it with some jeans and a greeny coloured polo neck shirt. Right, let's tackle the buttons again, and let's see if I could wear it reversible. Bit worried that this might feel a little bit itchy on the sleeves if it's against the skin. These buttons would be annoying, though you have to assume that in time they would give a little bit. So turning it inside out. I do like clothes to work for me. I'd have to take those off as well. But even inside, that brown braiding is nicely finished off. So I do like clothes to work for me. If I can get 2 different looks out of one jacket, I think that adds value for money. Totally different, isn't it? I like the fact it's this colour and it's just got this brown trim around here, the collar and the bottom. Of course, there are pockets on the correct side, again trimmed with that corduroy, and inside there isn't anything. There's buttonholes, but I would have to attach buttonholes, and thankfully you can see the stitching and the placing from the other side. So I'd need to put buttons on there so that it was a workable jacket. I'm still really liking this jacket. I've just messed up on the sizing. Would that be a Susan Sweet Life video if I didn't mess up on the sizing? Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry it was a bit of a disappointment. The one item that is a maybe is still slightly too big, but I still love that check jacket and I think I am going to go back and buy it. Sorry to that subscriber's daughter, I really like it. And I hope lots of you do too. Thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up, hype if you can. Definitely push that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I don't say enough. Thank you to all my existing subscribers. I appreciate you, your comments, your support and your encouragement so very much. Just come back and see me again next time because I love your company. Goodbye for now.